Hello everyone, we are back with FIDE Master Lye Lik Zang, who's going to show us one of his most brilliant attacking wings. Lik Zang, take us away.
So this is my first round game at the Asian Continental 2018 against Grandmaster Ghaem.
So, to give a bit of context, Ghaem is a legend of Iranian chess. He's been the coach of the Iranian national team for a few years, so definitely a formidable opponent.
So we open up with first move c4, and before the game, I had little time to prepare because round was starting at 3. And the pairings only came out like 2:30, around 2:30. Then I saw that he played like everything. e4, d4, knife 3, c4, everything. Yeah, so after c4, it went continued with c6. I chose this solid line and then e6, knight h4, bishop e4, f3, bishop g6.
No,
Queen b3. Yeah, so I had to defend the pawn, so I played queen c7, bishop d2. So I played bishop e7 here. He castled. And I took here. He captured with the queen. Yeah, I played a6. And yeah, he played queen b3. I went b5. And here he took knight takes g6. And g6, and yeah, I played e4.
So this is all the main line, yeah?
Yeah, this
is all
is
been played many times before.
Yeah, I played c5. Yeah, and he played d5. I went c4, he went queen c2. Yeah, and right here I chose to play e5 to close position because I didn't like to take. Because if I take, then sort of opens up the e file.
Yeah, and if you castles, then h4 ideas can become really strong, yeah.
Yeah,
so
if I castle, then h4, g4,
g4, h5 ideas. They can be pretty strong. So, not advisable. Yeah.
And I also don't want to leave the pawn here because if I play something at b7, I don't want to spoil my pawn structure at least.
Yeah, it's completely destroyed.
Yeah, so I played e5, and here he played g4. Yeah,
I think this position is a bit of a race, because White's going to play on the king side, try to open up stuff there, while Black's going to play on the queen side, because obviously White's king is going to be there. So, yeah, definitely heating up right now.
So after g4, I played bishop d6 to prevent any opening up of the d6
ideas.
Yeah, because if like he has the d6, then he opens up the d5 square.
Yeah, d6 takes g5, knight d5. Could be dangerous in some cases.
So I played bishop d6 to prevent all that.
And that's also another reason for this move, as we'll see later.
So he continued with h4. And I developed knight bd7. Here he continued with king b1. Like it's a typical move.
Yeah, almost an automatic. Yeah. Just talking the king into relative safety.
And I played knight c5 to try to activate my knight. Here he played bishop e3, and I played rook b8 to prepare for an attack on the queen side. And here he played knight e2 here. I decided that if I castle, it's a bit risky because he have h5, this attack on the king side.
Yeah, you're almost like castling into it, yeah?
Yeah, it's like
not advisable.
Yeah, so I also wanted to connect both of my rooks, and it would be good to bring my rook into the attack here. I was thinking, where should I put my king? Because he's now in the way. Yes. And I thought about king e7, but it looks safe here, so I played king e7.
I think this is also an interesting moment because in chess you've been taught from a young age not to put your king in the center. But because the center is so blocked up and the action is all on the flanks, it turns out that actually the king is safest in the center.
Yeah, and after king e7, he played bishop g5 to pin knight, and the idea is to play h5 to continue the attack on the king side. And that's where I brought my rook h8. I had a good feeling. I got a good feeling because it looked like my pieces were well placed, and my pieces are like in the game and ready to attack on the queen side against his king here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the game. I wasn't sure about like his attack here. Like he played h5, maybe fast here. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I think there was some ideas of knight g3.
And they're going to f5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or he could play like h6.
Yeah,
and
but
then- or
H6
like
is
this
always
idea.
the nasty move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I play queen a5 here to activate my queen to open up the c file. Now the c file is more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to play quickly because White's got his own ideas.
Yeah, I think in this kind of position is all about like time, like who's faster.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
So okay, he picked bishop d2. He played bishop d2 here. I was a little bit surprised. I think if I remember correctly, I was surprised because it like it's asking me to play like b4.
Yeah. And obviously, White can now take this pawn on c4, but I guess you'll be quite happy if White did that, yeah? Because with the c file open, it's almost like the floodgates are open to White's king. Yeah? Knight f4, knight c3 ideas are almost begging to be played.
And I can take the pawn on e4.
Ah, yeah. That's even cleaner.
And I have to.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think you don't want to open up the c file.
No.
You don't want to open up any of these files.
I mean, it's clear that something bad's going to happen for White, one way or another.
Oh, here I was surprised that he played g5. He gave up the pawn, so I took it. Played bishop h3, and I played rook c7 here.
Yeah, I mean, it feels a bit desperate now because he is giving up this pawn. I feel like he was a bit worried about your attack already. And yeah, now he's trying to get some desperate play.
Yeah, and in this position, I'm threatening to play c3, b3. So he took queen takes c4 because I think if not, I have like c3, b3 ideas here.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else. I guess that's why you played g5, yeah, so that you didn't have this knight c takes e4. Yeah, but it still looks really terrible for White.
Yeah, so now he could take. But here I have knight to a4.
Yeah.
And here he played queen b3. Yeah, and this was the moment I found.
Brilliant move.
Yeah, I found the move.
So if you guys want to, you can pause this video right now and try to find the move. Alright, I hope you managed to make some progress. And here, Ehsan's going to tell you exactly what he thought.
Yeah, at first I was thinking of the move knight c3 check, which is I think the most natural move because you want to open up the b file and take.
Yeah. Also, it's like a really nice check to play. Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like it opens up the b file and then.
Yeah. Lines just almost work out, but they don't.
Yeah, because of b takes c3.
Yeah.
B takes c3 and then. Yeah, unfortunately, like this rook hangs. Yeah. So this idea with bishop h3 c7 kind of like uncoordinate my pieces a little bit. So you could take here queen takes b8.
Yeah, and it's not the end of the line because there are still more forcing moves. Yeah, like c2.
C2 check, king a1, then c take, rook takes c1.
And crucially, the black queen is under attack. So this covered check ideas like rook c1 check, they don't work unfortunately because knight takes c1, and if you take the queen on b8, then the queen on a5 is hanging.
Yeah, so this line doesn't work. I saw that this line doesn't work.
And otherwise, if you don't play rook c1, black's just a piece down for nothing. So looks pretty, but it unfortunately doesn't work. Okay. Yeah,
so and the second move I considered was rook c3. And yeah, this was what I said. Yeah, because in this line my rook is protected by the bishop here on d6. If he takes with either minor pieces, I take back and the b file opens. Yeah, and because the queen is pinned. And
I mean, it's got no squares, so it's gonna have to react to this move.
Yeah, so he has to take the rook because the queen is currently trapped, so he has to take b takes c3. And now I play b takes c3, opening up the b file, and then now he has to react, like take here, but I take back, bishop takes b8. And here he took knight takes c3. Oops, knight takes c3. And here also I shouldn't take here on c3 because there's
The
like
king c2, yeah, the
and
knight
then he can
could be lost. Yeah.
he can recover back some material. So that's why I picked queen b4 check, and forcing king c2 because king a1 or king c1 runs into
mate.
mates. So I play king c2. Yeah, and after queen b2 check, he resigned. Because after king d3, I can play knight f4. Yeah, I can play knight f4.
That looks killing.
Yeah, I can take and play knight f4.
I like takes actually.
Knight takes c3, yeah.
Because there's a nice mate on b5, yeah.
Yeah, knight f4, king c4, king b5.
Isn't that a nice final position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, if king e3, then also queen.
Yeah.
Queen e2.
Still mate.
Queen e2.
Very impressive game by Lik Zang, I have to say. And one thing I really liked is the way he explained this from knight c3, because if you look at it, the two moves he considered in order were the two most forcing moves. Yeah. And that's why when you're attacking, always look at the forcing continuations. Yeah. Because those can decide the game. So I hope you enjoyed this session with Lik Zang, and if you'd like to see more of his analysis, then yeah, definitely like and subscribe. Also check out the podcast I made with him last week, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.